All right, guys, thank you for coming to this design thinking mentoring session. Yeah, I'm with students from Inti. Aaron, can you just wave? Hi, Aaron.
Hi.
Hey, Reina, can you just wave as well? And hi, Bernardito. Can you just say something, Bernard?
Hi.
Excellent, great. All right, guys. So I know that this is our second meeting together right here online. And I understand that from the first meeting, I gave some feedback about the project that you have been doing.
Yeah.
And what's really exciting is that you are doing a project that is actually helping the United Nations to meet their Millennium Development Goals, SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, right?
Correct, sir.
Yes.
Excellent,
Correct,
excellent. So great. So now you tell me, what have you done so far? You're using design thinking applications to create a solution to solve the world's biggest problem. So what have you done so far? Tell me.
So we already make basically improve the prototype, and we already have chosen some facts that made by our friends. So before we go to the prototype, we are going to say about the facts that being said by my friend. So there's since 2015, some part of Malaysia like KL, Putrajaya, Pahang, Johor Melaka, Negeri Sembilan, they already start waste separation practice to reduce waste and landfilling, but it's actually only officially enforced in June 2016.
Right.
And then there's a system 2+1 system where residual waste like food waste and water waste are collected 2 times or twice a week, and recyclable are collected once a week.
All right.
That's the second fact. And then the third fact is government already saved estimate about 7 ringgit million with estimated 30 ringgit per ton, and 237,000 tons solid waste are reduced in 4 months since it started. Now the problem that we face now is some area complains garbage truck mix everything, which defeat the purpose to recycle and to residual the waste, to recycle the waste. And it is maybe because of the schedule, the waste might pile up. Therefore, this is our prototype that have come so far. We are making an apps which have a reward points every time a checkout has been made to motivate people to throw or recycle their waste. So with this kind of prototype, we are thinking about working with the city or municipal council together with the NGO or recyclable agencies. So we're kind of having a schedule queue. So people inside the app, they can make an appointment, they can queue. So when they have their schedule, the driver of the garbage truck can collect their waste. So it's already being scheduled and already being separate which waste and which waste. For the rewards, we haven't thought about that, whether it can be money or coupon or kind of rebate or otherwise. We haven't think about that. And this is not limited to housing area, maybe for offices or even maybe for some business. Yeah, so far that's all we got, sir.
I love the concept on how you are actually introducing a modern technology. I mean, app is accessible by everyone, right? And to encourage recycling. And I think you are definitely helping in terms of keeping the environment clean, but also it would show that you would help reduce wastage of litter, going around in the local cities where you operate, and also helping the local city council to actually, I would say, even save money by creating a group of more responsible citizen and community members around. Now, my question to you is, first question, how do you make money? How do you sustain yourself with that app? What's your business model?
We need to have a sponsor to begin with. So we're planning to propose a sponsorship with, let's say, example, McDonald's, Starbucks. So besides collecting the recyclable materials, you can
Right?
also ask for coupons for coupons for customers who are actually participating in this program.
Okay. Okay.
Sure.
And also, sir, we are trying to get government bodies to support us through financially through
Yeah.
our app also if possible. But at the moment, we are still on the prototype. That's one thing.
All
Kind
right.
of like giving subsidies or something.
Okay. You can rely on subsidies, you can rely on sponsorship, but that is not sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, how long can the government actually support you? All right. For those of you who are Malaysian, we have just had a change of government. So I've known a lot of people where they have a lot of projects that was in existence with the previous government now had to refine what they're doing. So I'm not saying that don't get grant from government. I'm saying that there has to be a better better way for you to sustain yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want you to discuss with your team to see how you could make this app like fun at the same time as well. It not only promotes recycling, but it also gives you a viable business model for it to grow. For
So it's
example,
like sustainable income, right, sir? So
yes, you need sustainable income. Sponsorship and grants, it's not sustainable at all, actually. All right, like even if it's sponsorship, how long is the sponsorship, right?
yeah.
A year? Is it a month? Is it half a year? So I think you need to think about for your app. Okay, obviously you can't charge the consumers because the consumers, you'll be hoping that they use your app so that they could accumulate points. So it's good that you want to get grants from local city councils, but maybe think about your app uh, becoming like an advertising platform. I don't know. So advertisers could actually advertise on your app
Yeah.
and do something more with it. Like you see Waze. Do you know how does Waze make money?
Waste make
Accumulative.
money.
Yeah, Waze. You guys have used Waze
Okay,
before,
waste.
right? So how do they make
Yeah.
money?
Well, the simplest way we can sell the waste to the.
No.
I
I
mean,
mean
like
Waze,
they say.
Waze, Waze.
Uh,
Waze. The app, the
Oh,
app
the
that guides you to go
navigation.
places. Yeah. So how do they make money?
Ads also
Advertisement is
actually
one of them.
ads. It's through ads,
Advertisement is
multiple
one of them,
ads,
right?
multiple platform ads, sir.
Yep, that's right. So you see, your platform could be another advertising platform. So
so it is like. Sorry. You can continue, Michael.
no
So,
worries, no worries. So think about it. Think about it. Yeah. Yeah. So your app could be an advertising platform, and I want you to think about what type of advertisements will be shown on the app that will make the app engaging. Okay, that's number one. Number two, here is something that I've learned. Now, I had the great opportunities to visit Google before in the United States. And I was speaking to one of the Google employees that hosted me. And they said that before Google even invests or buys your app, they would always do something called the toothbrush test. All right. Now, what is the toothbrush test? I'd like to ask all of you right now, how many times do you use your toothbrush per day?
Twice a day.
twice.
At
Once.
least twice a day, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, here's my question to you. How can you make your app so usable, so addictive that people will use it more than once a day?
Mm.
Think about it. I know these are like brand new ideas for you, but it's supposed to enhance your app. You can quote on this as well. This is based on the Google Toothbrush Test, where if you have a great idea that you want to pitch to Google, the first criteria out of the many criteria Google will look out for would be the toothbrush test. In the sense that they will see how many times will you use the app. Now, for example, let me share with you. During the start of Pokemon Go, have you all played Pokemon Go?
Yes.
Do you
I
think
don't
Google
play,
will
but I
invest
know
in it?
it. I think because it's on the Google apps. Is it?
Well, not only that, if you look at Pokemon Go, during the start of its fever, people did go into the app like many times. Am I right?
Yes.
Correct.
There you go. So what happened is that Google would most likely invest in an app like that. Now, what about Waze? Do you use Waze more than once every day?
Mm,
Yes.
Some of you, yes. Some
More
of
than
you, no.
one.
For those of you who are no, most likely you'll be using Grab or taxi. So your taxi driver will be using it and not you. But for the
Okay,
majority
correct.
of people, they would use Waze more than once a day, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
And Waze is acquired by Google. You see what's
Correct.
happening here?
That's true also.
So right now,
Yeah, that's
for your app, I want you to think about the Google Toothbrush Test. How do you get people to use your app more than one time every single day? Now, why would people want to use your app? One of the things I really like in your app is that you have gamification. In a sense, you actually reward people for recycling their waste. Now, my question to you is, how do you make it more interactive? Now, as far as you're making it more interactive, I would also like you to think about when you incorporate additional bonus features into your app right now so that people could use it more than once every day. With those bonus features, how can you make money out of it? Number one, you said there's advertisement over there. Excellent, great. Maybe you want to incorporate a green learning section in the app where you teach people how to go green. You teach people how to save electricity. You teach people how to recycle their waste. You teach people how to recycle plastic bottles that they have at home so they could make better usage of them. All right. So what happens is if you have those educational platform, what is stopping you from going to universities like INTI, our alma mater, to actually go to them and say, hey, there's a lot of people learning about living and going green in my platform. Would you like to be an advertiser so you could advertise on our platform, and perhaps students could also enroll in your courses as well. So I want you to think about these few things, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Excellent. Now you mentioned you have a prototype.
Uh-huh.
So is it like an app, the prototype? Is it like an app? Have you prepared the prototype of the app?
No,
we
It's
it's
still
haven't.
on the
ongoing
page
process
so far.
on that app part.
Right. Okay. This design thinking assignment, do they require you to have a working prototype or just a concept?
Concept.
Concept, yeah?
A
Yes.
concept only is okay.
That's good. All right, excellent. So if that's the case, all right. Questions. Carry on with your questions, please.
Okay. About the
So
fund advertising, you mean simply like YouTube, right? Put advertise.
Yeah.
They
Or
pay to your video, something like that, right?
you can. Or one of the things is, as a mentoring session, what happened is I'm going to ask you questions like that. And what you can do, though, is to go back and talk to your other team members to say, guys, here's the question. How do we make money from this app? And how you do this is you have to create scenarios. So scenarios here could be, okay, what if there's no government support towards our app? What if government is not giving us grant for the app? How are we going to survive? Because as a judge, I'm sure they're going to ask you that question. If the government is not going to assist you, how are you going to survive? So ask your team, when you brainstorm with your team members, ask them that question. How are we going to survive? And then just brainstorm. Share as many solutions and ideas as you can. All right. Then I also want you to think, if in a second scenario, if a government does invest in you, they do actually give you funding for your app, how long is the funding? For how long would you require the government's assistance? And most importantly as well, I would then ask you, how much do you need from the government? You need to make some calculations as well. All right. Because at the end of the day, let's be realistic right here. If you're just creating this app out of charity, it's not going to last. You're going to work on this project for the next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and then you're going to go on with your lives. But if you think about how do you build this app into a sustainable business, that is when you're going to create, you're going to make it last. Okay?
Okay. It's a challenge
that is
for
the tricky part.
No worries. The most important is keep on doing research. One of the things research you can do is that you can actually Google like recycling app around the world, or just simply Google things like how does a recycling app make money? Or how does Pokemon Go make money? How does Waze make money? How does Paktor? I saw there's a dating app now called Paktor. How do they make money? How does Grab make money? What happens is when you research all these things, you are learning how other applications, other apps are making money. And from the process, you should be able to get at least some ideas on how you could make money at the same time. There you go. Questions, please. Go ahead.
I guess that's so far that's it. But then, yeah, we're trying. Actually, personally, I'm trying to stay away from government. If anything, I want to target private because it's more sustainable compared to government.
Good. So here's what you can do. Bernard has made a good point. You want to stay away from government. So what happens is you can always say government, if they gave us grants or funding, it's a bonus. But our main focus would now be on the private sector. Guys, you need to do lots of studies. You need to read up on case studies. You need to go and Google like how Grab make their money, how Pokemon Go make their money. By the more case studies you study, the more it'll give you ideas to incorporate ways on how you can make money, okay? Now, I have my next question for you though. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Think about how are you going to activate people to use your app. You may have the best app in the world. You may have tons and tons of rewards in the app, but how are you going to activate people to use your app? How are you going to spread the awareness for them to use your app? Any thoughts, guys?
Well, for that is, I think the rewards needs to be.
It will stimulate them, right?
Attractive.
If we give them rewards, something like.
Because to remind them that it is important to doing this, it's not enough.
I know it's important. I know that people will love, to get rewarded by doing good. I mean, I do. I'm pretty sure all of you guys do as well. But now my question is, how do you activate them? That first week when you first launch your app, yay, our app is launched. How do you activate them?
The promotion.
Yes.
Promotion, right? There will be advertising things, right?
How much would that cost?
Yeah.
You got to find out all that costs. Where are you going to advertise it? How? Are you going to advertise it on Facebook? Are you going to advertise it on Google? Are you going to advertise it in newspapers? If that's the case, if it's in newspaper, how much will it cost? All right. Now, one more thing. What about road shows? Will you actually be organizing road shows across neighborhoods? Will you be going to shopping malls, having a small little booth in shopping malls, encouraging people to download the app on the spot? Will you be going to universities? Will you be going to universities to tell students to download it on the spot?
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to do the on-ground activation, that gives you another way to make money. Check this out. If you're going to 20 universities across Malaysia and you're getting students to download the app, when you go to the universities, maybe one of the things you can do though is you can invite sponsors to go along with you. Charge the sponsors a certain fee. So the sponsors could be government agencies that are promoting green living. Or this could be companies who have green products, right? So what happens is that as you're going to different universities to do roadshows, you're also earning some money out of it, okay? So I want you to think about it. Now, if you're going to do a roadshow in universities, how many universities are you targeting in the first 6 months? Tell me, how many population in each of the university? How many percent?
Not sure, since I'm not from here also. Well, let me check.
It's okay. That's why we're having this session right here. I think, Bernard, you attended my previous mentoring session. I do not believe in spoon feeding. I believe in giving you guys absolute value, trigger the mindset that you have. And then what happened is I want you to go back, brainstorm as a team, and get back to me with the answers. I mean, Bernard, you were with me the last time. I must share that I'm very proud of your progress. The last time you guys were just doing like recycling plastic or something like that. We just said, why? Why would anyone want to do anything like that? And then now you came up with an app. You want to reward people. That's amazing. But now I'm going to drill you further. How are you going to activate it offline? How are you going to go on the ground to activate it? In your first month, how many users do you want to sign up? realistically. Don't give me big numbers. Don't tell me I want to sign up 10,000 in the first month. That's doable, but trust me, let's be realistic. All right? And at the same time, once people sign up, how do you want to get people to invite their friends to download the app? Are you going to reward them as well for inviting their friends?
Yes.
Are you going to give them some extra points if they invite their friends to use the app? I want you to think about all this, okay?
Okay, sir.
Here you go. Questions, please.
We are actually, I really don't have question at the moment since I'm only searching like how we fund. I also at the moment searching also.
All good. Well, if there's no questions, when is the deadline for your project?
3 weeks from now.
When is it?
Huh?
3 weeks from now.
2 weeks? 2 weeks from now?
3.
Yeah, yes, 2 weeks from now.
3 weeks from now, yeah? This is what I'm going to recommend, guys. We have to have more frequent meetings like that again. And we have to have milestones. In the end, I need you to decide in your team, when will you be ready to come back with your next progress report? We're going to have more meetings like that, guys. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Understand.
All right.
Okay.
Excellent. So, guys, if there's no more question, I'll let you guys continue on with your work. You're doing fantastic. Let's look forward to the next meeting. Do this YouTube stream link. You can see, I'll post it onto the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
And let's move forward with it. Are we good?
Yeah, we good.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay, we go.
Let's go one round. Aaron, would you have anything to say?
So far, I'm still analyzing about the launching of the app right now. So basically, we have to run our app.
Is that like an aeroplane?
Yeah. Sorry. I'm actually sitting on the outside of my hostel.
Oh no, it's all good. Thank you. No, please don't apologize. Go ahead. Back to you, Aaron. Are you there?
Oh, is it can be like subscription? We can make subscription, is it?
Oh,
You can, but if you do it subscription though, you're charging people, right? Why would people pay to use an app that encourages them to recycle? Shouldn't it be made free? Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Unless you can make someone. So, I mean, Pokemon Go. They could easily make the app a subscription app, right? But they risk losing a huge chunk of their users. Besides, by using this recycling app, you are expecting people to recycle, and you want to reward them. So I think, you can use subscription, but that's not the first thing I would think of. But prove me wrong. Come up with an innovative idea to tell me why would people want to subscribe to your app, and especially if they need to pay for your app as well. Prove me wrong, guys. Prove me wrong. Okay? Are you okay, Aaron?
Yeah, good.
I know you have been researching about the ground activation. That's what I like. After a mentoring session, you guys are now thinking further in crystallizing your ideas. So I think in the lead up to your assignment coming up, it's very important that we work together stage by stage to actually see how we could crystallize your assignment, your project further, okay?
Okay,
sir.
Aaron, do you have any question? Let's start with one round.
You were saying, you were giving like some suggestion. You said making like how to make a sustainable funds from like, you said like kind of like e-books, e-modules, like giving people knowledge about how to recycle this better, recycle that better.
Yeah,
and if they want it, they need to purchase it, right?
Well, here's the thing. They could purchase it, but what happened is that even if they don't purchase it, if like you create a section in your app that teaches people how to recycle, how to live more sustainably, green, then it becomes a very attractive avenue for advertisers to put their ads there. Can you imagine if someone is learning from your app how to live a greener life, a more sustainable, healthier life? And then what happened is that you can approach sponsors like Inti, who's an educational institution, to actually advertise on your app. Because if these are the target groups that are already on your app learning about living green, most likely they'll be interested in other education as well. So I want you to think about it that way. But again, if you have ideas on how to make premium content, in a sense, you want people to pay to learn how to recycle things, hey, maybe that could work as well. Maybe you could be selling a video course and saying that, you know, learn this 10 series of video on how you could reduce electricity in your house, reduce electricity by 80%. Buy it for 99 ringgit. Guess what? I think people would buy it because their electric bills are always more than 100 ringgit. So by them actually subscribing or learning from your online content could help them save up electricity bills. I'm pretty sure they have no problem with that.
So basically, our app we can do as a news or fun facts about green environment. Is it? Like
yep. It's up to you guys. It's up to you. Brainstorm. Think about it. Talk to your team. All right. One more thing, guys.
All right. Also, Michael.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was gonna say, look at the inspiring story of Grab. Is Grab an original idea?
No.
Nope. Uber was first.
Yes.
But guess what? This year, history was made. Grab acquired Uber in Southeast Asia. They forced the giant out. Yay, proud moment. The interesting part about this is that Grab was not a unique idea. They learned it from Uber. Why am I sharing this with you? Around the world, I'm pretty sure there are apps that encourages people to recycle. So what you can do though is to go and research online what are some of the famous apps in other countries that have been used to encourage people to recycle, and then just learn from the app and then just copy it, put it into your app. You learn that as well. Now, don't clone it. I said copy it. Once you copy it though, you can always improve upon it. You can always localize it to make sure that it's really special. It has that Asian, Malaysian taste to it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Rainer, you have a question?
No, at the moment.
Excellent. Bernard, do you have a question?
No, so far it's pretty clear for us. No need to do.
Fantastic. Aaron, do you have a question?
So far, so good, sir. No problem.
Fantastic. Well, guys, if there's no question, can we all agree? Let's arrange a next meetup time. But the next time when we meet up, I would like an update from all these suggestions I've shared with you. Now, again, you don't have to follow my ideas. Actually, you don't need to. All you need to do is I've just asked you some questions. I want you to go and brainstorm with your team members, see what's the best solution, and then share with me again. And then let's create the most kick-ass idea. Are we good?
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. Excellent. If that's the case,
Michael.
cool. I'll let you guys off now, yeah?
Yep. Sure. Thanks, Michael.
Thanks
Thank
again,
you.
guys.
Thank you, Michael.
Good night.
Okay, thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.